United and Wonder on the morning wake up. It is 8 minutes away from 9. Leanna, Bjorn and Josh, and we are joined in studio by none other than the man himself, Mr. Stan Walker.
Morena.
How are you, bro?
Oh, good. I'm like awake. I was struggling this morning because I'm not a morning person. I live at the night.
Yeah.
And I got up and I was like, I had to be on TV, but now I'm awake. The bright lights were at TV. I was like, oh, here we go. We're on.
Lights are on. Good to have you in studio.
Thank you.
Last night I had a bit of, I'm just going to call it what it is, a divine intervention.
Oh, whoa.
I think I'm exaggerating a little bit. I was running late for my E-group.
Yeah.
But I got in the car, and as soon as I got in the car, your song started playing.
Oh, really?
And so I thought, what if I had been on time? I wouldn't have got to hear your song. It was beautiful, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, obviously playing on Life FM. So,
Oh, thank you.
yeah, we're here to talk about that as well.
Yeah, so we'll get to your new song actually coming up. I've got a confession to make to you, Stan, before we get into it. I feel like, and I don't know if you even noticed, but I got a bit creepy around you a while ago. I was standing next to you in my local supermarket. And, this is a weird story.
Oh, no, what was I doing?
No. It was a self-checkout, and you were getting some stuff, but you were on the phone, so I would have said hi, but you're on the phone talking to someone, so I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to bother you while you're chatting to whoever. And so anyway, I got my stuff, and then I left because you were taking ages trying to figure out the machine and that, which is always complicated. And I go outside, and there's a guy busking, like he was playing music outside the supermarket. And I go out, and I was like, hey, bro, just a heads up. I was like, Stan Walker's inside. And I was like, he's about to come out and walk past you. This could be your big moment. And he was like, what? Stan Walker? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, my gosh. He was like, oh, pressure's on now. He's like, thanks for the heads up. And I was like, okay. And then I went off to my car, and then I was like, I've got to film this. So I got out my phone. I was like, this could be this guy's big break. You might, you'll like discover this hidden talent of this busker and, give him some record deal or something. Anyway, he, unfortunately, he stopped. He finished up his last song, and then he turned around, and then you walked out of the supermarket, and he wasn't playing. And then you guys gave each other a high five, and then he kept walking. And the guy kind of missed his moment, and I was like filming it from my car, and but I felt like a total creep because I was like, oh, it's so late at night, and I'm filming Stan Walker. He doesn't even know.
Oh my gosh!
I'm a total weardo. So anyway, I thought I'd just get that out in the open, just in case you were looking at me like, I know you from somewhere. Are you that guy hiding in the bushes at the supermarket?
Oh, you're the winner, bro.
Hey, Stan, I don't know anyone that doesn't like your music. It seems like kids love your music, parents love your music, everyone loves your music. Everyone's up dancing.
I know a few people in my family.
How do you give a great performance that literally everybody enjoys?
I don't know. I mean...
Are you trying to appeal to a certain age group, or what are you doing?
I don't know, sometimes, when I'm performing, just say if it's at my shows and my concerts, I'm just appealing to one person. That's all I care about is the one person, because I don't know what people's story is. I don't know where they've come from. I don't know how they got there. And so I'm always that's my whole how do you say it? My whole thoughts going into it. Me and my team, we're real staunch about that, and just to not kind of take it. So I don't try and obviously I want to be mean. I want to put on a mean show. I want to go flat. I want to be on. I want to hit all the notes, but I want to appeal to the one person who needs it.
Well,
Yeah,
I've seen you live a couple of times. I saw you live at a Vineyard tour. I saw you live at the last ever Parachute. And honestly, at every one of your shows I've been to, I haven't been able to wipe the smile off my face because it looks like you are having so much fun up there as well. Your dance moves, just the passion. I think it's kind of contagious, especially when you're up the front. And I always try to get as close as I can.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
When you talk about kind of getting into a headspace before you perform, what was it like? Because recently you obviously performed at Aroha Nui, the You Are Us concert.
Yeah.
What was that like in being in such a important time for our country and being up on stage singing into something so horrific that it just happened for the people in Christchurch? What was that like for you?
It was heavy. My heart was heavy because I knew in that moment I had to get over my own self or what I wanted, because I mean, you're on a stage with some of the greatest through all the generations of artists from New Zealand all coming together. We could have taken that opportunity to be like mean and like, let's try and stand out and try and put on a fat show. But because it was, the whole kaupapa was all about the Muslim community and everything that happened in Christchurch, we had to, like, me and my team, like, I made sure that, like, we sat down for hours and I had to talk to them. I was like, don't think that we're getting on there to try and show off or try and be this and try and do that. And I had, like, even the songs that I picked, I wanted to, like, make a point that we were, like, because it's so easy to say things and, like, say, you know, but, like, I think when people, like, unfortunately, sometimes for me, people look to people like me for some sort of answers. I don't got answers. But what I can do is that I can use my gift to bring healing and hope to people. And so that was like my whole thing and my whole team, that we had to go out there and kind of like get over ourselves. And like, even like, it took me so long because I'm thinking, am I still trying to do this for my own self?
Right.
And like, I'm not actually trying to be like humble or I'm such a humble guy. No, but like I take that very serious. Like that's like, I'm serious about that stuff. Like I got into this business and I did this and I do this so that I can bring hope, life and joy to people.
Wow.
And in that moment they needed healing.
Yeah.
Like people needed healing. Like I just couldn't even imagine or even fathom what they were going through.
Yeah.
So we were there to serve the people, not ourselves or even the crowd. It was the people that needed it.
I think as soon as you start asking yourself if you are doing it for the right reason, you're on the right track. Because I have been through those times as well. You're like, am I doing this from like a good heart, or is this coming from the right place? And I think as soon as you start questioning that, then you know God can work in your life, and you are on the right track.
Stan Walker, your new single, Give, we're going to play it right after we get to some news and sport at 9 o'clock. But can you tell us a little bit about what the new single means, and tell us who you worked on this track with as well?
So I think it was about maybe a week or 2 weeks after what happened in Christchurch, and I don't know, I just had this burning desire on my heart, like that I felt like compelled that the only way that I could say something that would matter and that would be helpful and healing is through my music, and not in a way like it's an opportunity for me to do another song and get some credit or get people buying it. And so we did a series of songs, but when it came to this song, it was just like the ultimate, like both me and Machu, we were sitting there just like, we're so thankful for where we're at and just like who we come from, and just so like we just appreciated our whole lives and our whole beings like in that moment, because like there had people just lost their lives like it was nothing. And like it was just, it was our like, hopefully our gift to people to hopefully bring, I don't know, some joy back into them, some hope, some healing. And so it was just, and just it just made me think about all my like my nannies and kurus. Like I'm an ultimate like nannies kuru. Like I'm a marae boy. I spend so much time with our old people. I love it. Like, but just like people, we miss the opportunities to receive like knowledge and wisdom and like whakapapa history, like because we get so caught up in the little things. But I've been fortunate enough that I've actually been able to receive that. So to be able to give that to the next generation, that's kind of what it was for me and for both me and Machu, just going through, you know, everything that happened. We just wanted to bring life back into a situation that felt like it was, you know, dead.
Yeah.
Hey, well, looking forward to hearing the new track. We're going to play it right after news, sport and weather. And Stan Walker, you're all good to stick around with us for a couple more minutes, right, bro?
Let's go.
Okay, let's do it. It is 4 minutes after 9. Leanna, Bjorn and Josh. Stan Walker in studio with us at the moment. Thanks so much, by the way, for coming on in, man. We really do appreciate it. We know you're busy at the moment, and you're about to get busier with a nationwide tour, correct?
Yeah.
Travelling all the big centres, including Christchurch, Dunedin, Invercargill, Palmy, Napier, Hamilton, Auckland, New Plymouth and Wellington. Kicks off September. You looking forward to it? Do you love being on tour?
Oh, it's my favourite.
Do you have a favourite city?
Be careful.
I didn't want to ask, but I kind of want to ask.
All of them are my favourites.
Every time I tour, it's always different. I always expect something to be like, you know, whatever. But it's always different. My last tour in October, it was home. It was
Oh,
Tauranga,
nice.
so
Yeah.
all my family were there.
Cool.
And like it was like actually like it was emotional. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with home for now.
Oh,
That's the safe
nice.
one.
Yeah, nice work. All right, here is Stan Walker's brand new single on the Morning Wake Up. This one is called Give with Machu from 660. Amazing song. It is 5 minutes after 9. Stan Walker in studio with us this morning. Stan Walker, thank you so much for being in studio with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, if you want to check Stan out on tour, he's going from the 10th of September to the 28th and pretty much covering the whole country. So there's a whole bunch of dates online if you want to find him and get your tickets. Going to be pretty cool. Stan, how's the health? Because I know a lot of people, it's been kind of a big public thing, and there was like a documentary about obviously what you went through with your stomach and stuff. How you doing?
I got a cold, and that's probably the worst thing that's happening. But at the same time, it's giving me like a husky, like sexy voice.
Yeah, nice.
Good morning. I've been real good. It's probably been the best I've ever been in
Awesome.
my whole life. So
Oh, good to
I've got
hear.
nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
Hey,
Praise the Lord.
recently we had Murray Tom in studio from the Offering Project,
Oh, yo.
and you did a song on there called Mati Marae. Did you ever think you'd be writing so many songs in reo? Because it's something that sort of you've done more and more of as your career has progressed, right?
Yeah, honest to God, I actually didn't think that would ever happen, because when I first started, it was like the more I was Maori, the less I was going to be as an artist,
Wow.
the less appealing. This is what I learned
Right.
in early stages in the industry. But the more I actually am really who I am, the more effective I am. And like that's like, man, I could have been born anything. I mean, I should have been born Brazilian probably. Like, yeah. But God specifically put me as a Maori, and I'm so staunch for that, and I'm like so proud of that, and I'm so proud of where I come from, who I come from, and so like I like to be able to sing in my language, speak my language. Man, it is the ultimate privilege, and I feel like it's so powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, amen to that.
Hey, you're the face of Uber Eats in New Zealand, along with Rachel Hunter at the moment. Do
And Die Henwood,
do
yeah.
you get free Uber Eats for life? Is that part of your contract, or what's the deal?
Oh, bro, I wish I did, but I can say that I got a $5,000 gift card. I was like, that's good. But you know, it's almost gone.
It's amazing how quick it will
No,
go.
that's the trouble with Uber Eats, though, because I downloaded the app once. I used it once in studio at breakfast time. We got McDonald's delivered, and I was
Yeah.
like, I've got to delete this thing. I can't.
I know,
I
it's
can't have this
honestly-
power.
It's
with-
so good, eh?
It's so
It is
good.
so good. Like
it's
I eat
instant.
every day.
Anywhere you want. It's too incredible.
Every day.
Hey, Stan, we do a segment on a Wednesday called Worship Wednesday. You can see how we came up with the name.
Yes. Well,
Do you have a favourite worship song?
I got many favourite, but probably one of my favourites at the moment, and probably will be forever, is my little brother's song. Actually, he wrote this song. He's in Planet Boom. It's called "Run to You."
Have you got talent just running in your family or something?
Sounds like it, eh? Far out.
Because all my family, they're all musicians, singers, but they're
Yeah.
not as good as me. I just got to put that out. Like, you know, like I'm saying that with ultimate humility. They're just not me.
Wait, you said isn't your brother touring the whole entire world?
Yeah, well, you know, for the Lord. He's got fans like me. No, jokes. No, but honestly, my little brother he's actually just blown my whole life away. I actually had a dream about him, and I said to him one day, I woke up and I rang him up, and I was like, Noah, if you're the one to lead our family, I will follow you any day.
Wow.
I was like, oh, I was so proud of. Oh, make me want to cry. But anyway, he's amazing. He's amazing. He's just an incredible young man of God doing incredible things that me and the rest of my family could never do. We're all called to our different things, but he's called to where he's been called to.
Epic,
So
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
So we're gonna-
I'm very familiar with the feeling of a younger brother coming up and becoming more successful than you. Stan, I'm going bald. That's why I'm wearing a hat right now. My brother, no word of a lie, has like a mane of beautiful blonde hair. It's incredible, and I'm so jealous.
Well, my brother's getting fat, so he's losing his good looks. I was like, oh, you're looking like the old Stan, mate.
Okay, well, let's play this song for you now. And we thank you so much for joining us, Stan Walker.
Thank you.
Do make sure you get along to his tour. It kicks off on the 10th of September in Wellington at the Opera House. You can check out Stan Walker's social media outlets, Facebook and Instagram, for more details on where he is performing throughout the month of September, but basically hitting all the big centres
Sorry, my mum just texted me and said, Stan Walker, love him, with a few heart emojis.
Oh, kia ora, auntie.
All right, let's listen to the song from your brother, Stan Walker. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.